Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today, Wolfsbane. Oh yes. Now we all know, don't we? Or, well, we should. Back in the mid-1980s, Wolfsbane set out in their career in the midst of, the New Wave of British Heavy Metal days were all over it, weren't they? And Wolfsbane set out to set their mark. And over the next decade or so, until the mid-1990s, they tried hard, but it didn't really work out for them, did they? And again, as we all know, or we all should know, vocalist Blaze Bayley bagged the support slot, vocal slot, thinking about touring then, bagged vocal slot with Iron Maiden for a while after Bruce Dickinson left. Blaze was in the band for what, just a couple of 3 years, I think, wasn't he, until Bruce returned. But Wolfsbane have never really left our consciousness, let's put it that way. And they returned with an album back in 2012, wasn't it? And then another one about 3 years ago, back in 2022. And now they're back again with a re-recorded, what they're calling a re-recorded and re-imaged version of their debut album from 1989, which was called Live Fast, Die Fast, wasn't it? Sorry, yeah, Live Fast, Die Fast, that's right. But they're calling this re-recorded and re-imaged version Live Faster. Before I tell you a bit about it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, doing me a tiny favour, that would be marvellous if you'd click the little button, if you wouldn't mind, please. But anyway, so back to Live Faster, which is this re-recorded and re-imaged version of the debut album. I don't have the original, so I can't compare if this is any different or whatever. So I'm just going to base it on listening to this version. And here we have a, well, frantic 10 tracks of really high energy, high power stuff. And it really sounds like Blaze and the rest of the band, the original lineup, they're having plenty of fun doing this. You know, they're not taking themselves too seriously, but I think that adds to the enjoyment of it. Generally short, sharp shock, speedy, hits hard, it punches away, and at around 35 minutes running time, there's no mucking about here. It's just straight into business and no let up. You'll be shouting along with the choruses, not least in Manhunt, I Like It Hot, and All or Nothing. Mentioning Manhunt there, that kicks it off. Breathless stuff, breakneck speed drumming, riffage just as fast as the drums. Blaze spits out the vocals and the chorus, and it's all quite irresistible. A really square, right between the eyes few minutes to kick it off. Next up, Shaking. That offers a little bit of reprieve from the full-on assault of Manhunt, bit of a tongue twister. And Shaking's a bit more a slower bluesy style song, which I thought it's not too far from Aerosmith territory, but still enjoyable. Well, that's what I thought. Killing Machine, the guitar cuts and slashes away. Really another really powerful one. Fell Out of Heaven's got kind of sort of a sleazy slant to it. Money to Burn, all hot and heavy. And Greasy, that's another sleazy fun one. To mix it up a little bit further, I Like It Hot's got a really hooky chorus, and Blaze sounds a bit like David Lee Roth. Blimey, I'm having a really tongue twistery day, aren't I? Blaze sounds a bit like David Lee Roth on I Like It Hot. And then comes All or Nothing, which is another short, punchy one. And then Wolfsbane spring a bit of a surprise and go all arena rock on the longest track of the album with Tears from a Fool. A really well-written, slowly developing, moody, power ballady type thing. And there's plenty of that over the latter half of it. And, after listening to what came before this, you wouldn't be expecting Wolfsbane to go all arena rock, and you'll be scrabbling around in the kitchen drawers for a big lighter and wave the flame in the air as the song goes on, but only do that safely, of course. I don't want you setting fire to the house, okay? Please be careful with the bic. Then the closer, Pretty Baby, that takes us back to that breathless, hard, fast and heavy stuff. marvellous album. I say top marks to Blaze and the band for taking the time and effort to what they call re-record and re-image the debut and give us this new version to enjoy. And I'm sure you would enjoy it if you like it, you know, really in your face stuff. I bought my CD directly from the band's website, to which I will link in the description below. And if you prefer this newfangled digital version stuff, you can get that from their Bandcamp page, which I will also link to below. So that's it for Wolfsbane and Lives Faster. Marvellous stuff. The new Quartz album entitled 6 has arrived now. I'll look at that in a video in a few days once I've listened to it a few times. But it's really great that Quartz are still with us, as well as the old legacy in the Wobham era bands continue to thrive, don't they? They just keep on giving us the good stuff. So Quartz next, but in the meantime, that's Wolfsbane. Please do subscribe to the channel before you go if you wouldn't mind, because that would be a big help and marvellous. So until next time, I will talk to you then.